my first podcasting vlog video, and I want to start this because I've been looking at other YouTubers, kind of other vloggers in the craft space, and watching what they're doing, and I really want to kind of start my own vlog. I do a lot of crafts at home. I focus mainly on crochet, knitting. I've recently tried some paper making, so anything really that I can get my hands on and craft is what I spend a lot of my free time doing, and I wanted to share it with people. So here goes to the start of, crafting at Charlotte's. So yeah, I wanted to show a couple things that I've been working on recently, some things that I finished, some things that are still work in progress. Another theme that I'll talk about a lot is around zero waste. That's kind of another one of my passions. I'm really into recycling, minimizing any plastic that I buy. For example, I always try to buy loose vegetables. I go to my local bulk zero waste store quite often. So that will feature a lot as well in these videos, I think. So the first thing I wanted to show is something I made a while ago, but it is crochet, and that is one of my main crafts. So I just kind of wanted to show the type of thing that I sometimes make, which are these coasters, kind of crochet coasters, and I've made all kind of different sizes. This one's a small one just for a glass or a mug, but I make bigger ones as well that can just be kind of place settings or things like that. So I just thought I'd show you some kind of crochet that I've got about 10 of these. I'm just showing a couple. So that's crochet, and I'll be showing you more crochet in the future, I'm sure. But I'm showing a variety of different crafts today that I think might be interesting to see, and also because I'm experimenting with different crafts as well. One thing that I want to show you is a current project that I'm doing, which is a knitting project. I haven't done so much knitting in the past. I've knitted one jumper for my partner, which I finished only a couple of weeks ago, which took me about 6 months. And I immediately thought I want to make another jumper, but this time let's do it small scale so it doesn't take so long, because it took about 5 or 6 months to make, because it's my first ever knitting project and it just took a long time. So I made another jumper, but this time in miniature. Well, I'm making one, I'm still missing one sleeve. And this will be for my niece, who's currently 4 months old, 4 or 5 months old. I've made this for a 9 to 12 month old, so hopefully she can grow into it. It's now April, so hopefully by the time it's cold again, she'll fit into this jumper and I'll have made it. This actually has only taken me a week or so, much quicker than the massive jumper that I made for my partner, which is also too big for him. I got the sizing a bit wrong. But this, hopefully, at some point, even if she is too small for it now, she'll fit into it at some point. So it's all about that. Also, I made this with my leftover yarn from the big jumper, and I thought this is kind of the perfect amount to make this. So that's my knitting project. Another thing that I like doing is sewing. I have a sewing machine at home, and I'm not particularly good, and I've experimented making some clothes. So I'm starting to, make my own clothes. Actually, I'm wearing a skirt, which is one of mine. So which is it's kind of a long, kind of stretchy skirt that I just put on, which is really comfy, and I made it because, yeah, it's really comfy to wear at home, and it's quite warm as well, because I don't know what the fabric is, but it's like a jersey fabric. I have two of these, one in green and one in blue. So I made the skirt, and so I do some sewing, but I'm not particularly great still. But anyway, I wanted to show you something I made recently, because my sister-in-law's mother gave me this fabric, which is Mexican themed, because my partner is Mexican, and it's quite a thick cotton fabric, and I thought it's not quite kind of delicate enough for dressmaking, so I made napkins out of it instead. And I did these, like, I think they're mitered corners. I just folded over the corners and that's it. I just cut it into squares. It's pretty simple, but I just want to show you. I'm having a Mexican themed dinner tonight. I'm inviting some of my family over, having tacos. Tacos al pastor, which is the favorite in Mexico City, which is where he's from. So making tacos al pastor, it's gonna be great. So yeah, I've got these napkins and I made about 10 of them. After I made 10 of these, I had still some leftover fabric. So I turned the leftover fabric, I mean, once you make squares of everything, it's pretty easy to just kind of try and use up all the fabric. I made a pillowcase. So this is my pillowcase, which I also created a lining for. So this is a canvas lining. So this is the actual pillowcase, this is the cover, I guess. But this is technically a work in progress still because I've been filling it. There's not a pillow in it, but I've been filling it with scrap fabric. And this is now crossing over into my kind of zero waste passion. So this is actually bits of old pajama that I cut up into tiny pieces. And basically any scrap fabric that I have from sewing, anything that would otherwise go in the bin, kind of fabric, I basically keep it and cut it into tiny pieces so that it can then be used as filling. And I'm filling up this cushion with it, so I still need some filling, so it's a work in progress, and I'm slowly cutting up bits of fabric. And yeah, in another video I'm going to show you how I make my poofs, which is similar to this concept, where I actually crochet the outer poof shell. I make a lining of canvas and then I stuff it, this time with plastic. So anything that's scrunchy plastic that I have to buy because, you know, groceries come wrapped in it. I try to buy loose where possible, but sometimes salad, you know, like spinach leaves, they come in these plastic bags. Anything plasticky that you can scrunch into a ball, that you can clean and is non-contaminated, clean and dry. I then stuff it into my crochet poof and slowly fill that up. And that really needs to be super dense, so that could take in a lot of plastic. It takes a long time to fill it up, but at least each time I have something that comes into my house that's like, I don't want to throw away, I stuff it into my poof. But I'll make a whole video on that because I do a lot of work on that. But I just wanted to show you the pillowcase. Sticking actually to the Mexican theme, I'm going to show another thing that I made recently. Actually another pillow. I didn't make the pillows this time though. These are 2 square pillows that my sister, she gave me these 2 covers, cream covered pillows, which I actually filled with an actual pillow this time because I just had it spare. And I sewed on, crossed it or embroidered on the Mexican country. Is it this way around? I think it's mirrored as well in the camera, so God, I have to check the map because I just can't remember. I think it's this way. Well, I think it's mirrored, so whatever. And then I did the Belgian flag as well. Sorry, not the flag, the Belgian country outline as well, because I'm originally Belgian. I live in London, born and raised in the UK, but my family is from Belgium, so this kind of represents me and my partner, and that's now in our sofa. So I just wanted to show that I made that. And then I have one more thing to show, which is also a work in progress, and I've just started it, and it's a journal, basically. So I've been watching loads of videos on bullet journals, craft journals, logs, and just kind of making journals pretty and artistic. And I wanted to try that out, and I also love tracking things. I'm very into data, which is what my actual job is in. So I am starting a couple of these trackers. I've got this book which I've had for about 10 years, and I'm creating these pages. These are monthly pages. This one's a mood tracker, or it's actually more of a happiness tracker, to be honest, which is I color code kind of numbers from 1 to 5, and then I rate my day, how I'm feeling, on a scale of 1 to 5, and then I colour in the petal, and there should be like 30 or 31 petals for each month. And then yeah, I can kind of keep track of that. And on this side I've got a sleep tracker, so I'm just shading in when I go to bed, when I wake up, so kind of tracking my sleep. Hopefully I'll keep up with this. The idea is to do it every day. And then I also have a page for cycle tracking, which I still need to fill in, but monthly cycles, the ladies. And then I have a workout tracker. So again, I've got some shading colours for types of workouts. I've got strength, cardio, stretching, and other. So I'm going to start. No, I've only got one. I mean, I've started, I made this on like the 22nd of April or something, 21st. And so I'm starting in the middle of the month. But when May comes, I'm going to make a new page with a new workout sheet. This will just kind of be always unfinished, not as a full month, because I just started mid-month or whatever. And then yeah, every month I'll just kind of make a different design, maybe a different page where I'll track my stuff. And then I have some other logs here. One I have a bin log where I track the day I take out either the normal bin, the general, or the recycling. Because I did this before and I try to reduce the waste that I create in this house, or that we create, you know, waste. I'm trying to go zero waste, so I'm trying to I want to take my bin out less because I'm trying to fill it up more slowly, essentially. So I just kind of record when I take out which bin, and then I can kind of see what my progress is on that. Ideally, I'd like to kind of weigh the bin as well, because it really depends. If your bin starts to smell, then you want to take it out even though it's not full. So there's other factors that I should take into account, but at the moment I'm just recording when I take it out. And then I have the towels and sheets because I want to be more regular in washing my towels and sheets, and I want to be able to keep track of it. I love tracking, logs, data, all that, so this is my way of making it pretty and making it fun and actually keeping track of it. So this is my journal, which I've just started. I want to show you. I'll show another update in a month or so, and I've actually filled in a bit more, hopefully, and made some more decorations. I think it's going to be super fun. I have a whole box as well that I keep it in with all the colouring pencils and pens and whatever. So it'll be like a daily practice, I'm hoping. So yeah, and that's pretty much what I wanted to show today. I'll hopefully be making more videos on my crafts, maybe some how-tos of me making my craft paper, my poofs filled with plastic, showing that a bit, maybe some kind of speed videos of me doing it. Really, I don't know yet, but I want to start sharing something. I do craft almost every day alongside my kind of normal day job. Maybe one day I'll do this full time. But yeah, I wanted to start it and see if anyone's interested in following me. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. I'll be posting more. And yeah, hopefully you'll come along with on my journey while I craft lots of different things. Thank you.